Joshua,
Yes.
I suggest we invest in some blackout curtains.
Why is that? Is it too bright?
Well, these busybodies keep on spying on us. We can see you right through the curtains.
I see him.
You might as well come on in. Joshua,
Yes.
need a haircut.
I do need a haircut.
So do I.
The astute viewer might have noticed that my hair is getting longer with every episode. That's intentional, though.
Oh, hair grows.
Well, hair grows, yes, but I've intentionally not been to the barber. And that's because I have planned very shortly to travel to Japan, where I have an appointment lined up with a barber there. So when I come back in a couple episodes, you might see me a very different person.
Really?
Yes.
Now, is it a specific style?
Well, yeah, the Japanese professional usually has longer hair than what you're used to here in America.
Okay.
So I am trying to grow my hair out so it can be styled appropriately, so I kind of blend in with what they call the salary man in Japan.
Oh, the salary man. Okay.
salary man.
All right. Very good.
Yes.
Topic today.
Yes. So we are talking about building your wardrobe, and that's going to cover concerns about your dress shirts. We're going to talk about different brands and styles of dress shirts to get, different materials, etc. But we're also going to be discussing competitive interviewing, which I think I promised was going to be in the previous episode, but we're going to talk about it in this one. So don't worry, we will cover competitive interviewing.
Okay.
So, dress shirts. When we're talking about them, what kind of material should you be looking for in your dress shirt for work?
I believe it depends where you live. I am a fan of twill, and I'm also a fan of king twill, or the heavier twills. And we live in a relatively,
Cooler.
cooler
Yeah.
climate, and that works best for me. And also, a heavier twill will lay better,
Yeah.
and it won't collect wrinkles as easily, and it can also conceal a multitude of sins.
It's harder to tear, too.
Exactly, and so that's what I'm a fan of. But it depends on where you live. Anything from a poplin, a cotton poplin, to a we can talk about linens. I wouldn't necessarily wear a linen shirt to in the boardroom, but yeah, different types like that.
Now, when you say twill, you're talking about like cotton twill.
Yeah, cotton twill, heavy twill.
King twill is a cotton twill as well?
Yes, and that's probably my favorite dress shirt, even though I only have a few of them.
Yeah.
But those are my favorite shirts, and I'm very redundant with them. Yes.
Have you ever worn a wool shirt?
No, I don't think so.
Have it like a wool cotton blend?
If I did not know. Yeah.
Okay. Should we we have some shirts here to show. Should I start showing them, or should we wait to the very end?
Well,
All right, let's do it. Yeah, we have some different shirts from our collections here that we brought. So this right here, I don't know if you've seen this before. This is what is this? I can't read it now. It's a Viella. These are a wool cotton blend. I don't know how you feel about those. I know it's got the Oxford. It's got the button-down collar,
yes.
But it's a nice wool cotton blend. These are really good for colder climates.
No, actually, this is nice because it's not too thick. It almost feels like a light flannel.
Yeah, and they make these in different patterns. These are sold by J-Press, but they're made somewhere in the UK, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, these are a nice wool cotton twill. Again, not good for summer. So this is still new in packaging. I'm waiting for winter to wear this.
J-Press and Brooks Brothers should be paying you.
They should be paying me by now, right?
They should be paying you, right?
That's right. I love these shirts though. So I get these every winter.
Beautiful.
And cotton, we've got you've got one there too. Yeah.
And this is just a poplin here. This is sorry for the rattly noise. This is a Anthony Sinclair, beautiful shirt. I have 4 of them, and I've only actually worn one of them, and it's just a beautiful French cuff shirt. I think it's I'm not sure what the exact construction is, but it's a cotton, but it's a heavier, and they fit brilliantly. But I'm so concerned about wearing anything that light, that white, that I'm keeping them all in the package till they really need to be burdened and trespassed upon by my
Yeah.
like my carrying ons, but yeah, because they will not be white.
Yeah, the nice thing about whites, though, is, well, if you're not opposed to the idea, they can be bleached. But, that also can ruin the fabric a bit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
There's all the other ways to get stains out, though, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's I have gotten. We've talked about this in previous episodes. I have managed to get stains, the majority of stains, out of all of my shirts, but the white is just. I don't want to go out in the evening and have to be extra careful with everything I eat and drink, and yeah.
Yeah, now within the realm of cotton, though, there's different types of fabric. So you mentioned the twills and the king twills. This is called an Oxford cloth, which is it's kind of fascinating because in some ways the material reminds me of the tablecloth on a fine dining restaurant. The problem with this type of material, though, is that it's very wrinkly.
Oh, is it?
It wrinkles very
because it
easily.
looks very stiff.
It's been starched a bit.
Oh, has
Yeah,
it? Oh, okay.
just
All right,
a mild amount of starch, yeah. But it wrinkles very easily, but it feels very good in hot weather.
Well, let me provide a quick disclaimer here,
Yeah.
because this is interesting, and I'm not familiar with this construction,
Yeah.
but I don't have a series of shirts to show because I can't fancy fold like that.
That's right.
So that's the only reason. So that's why I only brought out the one that's in the package.
I did fold these. I recently opened up a package of dress shirts and I saved the pins.
And do you use it as a template on how to fold
Well, I used to work for Brooks Brothers.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
all right.
I have many years of experience folding dress shirts. So yeah, that's another cotton. And then this is another unique thing. Again, Brooks Brothers should be paying us. This is their non-iron cotton,
Okay.
which my understanding is it's 100% cotton. So it's not like a polyester blend. It's 100% cotton, but it's gone through some sort of chemical treatment. So that way it tends to not wrinkle. This has never been starched. It's never been ironed. It just doesn't have any wrinkles naturally somehow.
No, it looks nice. Yes.
How do you feel about the non-irons?
I don't know actually. I have I used to have a few non-iron shirts, and I don't even know if I own them any longer. But those are from entry level brands, starter brands, sartorial starter brands. Decent brands for the price. But yeah, we'll speak on these brands as well. And I think I gifted them, but not for the fact that they were non-iron. I think I just gifted them because I felt they didn't live up to the way my style was developing. Yeah.
And as you start to collect more things, you're going to run out of room in your closet.
Oh,
and you have two options at that point. You can either try to cram things together, put them in boxes and store them, or you can give them away, which you should probably just give them away. That's what you should probably do. I've been guilty of storing things thinking maybe I'll wear them later, but I never do.
Yeah, that's one of my philosophies. If you've had it for, say, 2 years and you haven't worn it, and you're not going to find a place for it, gifting it is, I think, you can't really go wrong in that case. But yeah.
Excellent. How do you feel about polyester shirts?
Oh, well, well, not for a dress shirt. There are, sportswear. It's fine. I have polyester sportswear and athleisure wear, but no, for a dress shirt. Or, there are some companies now that they have that just a slight little bit of elastane in it. Elastane, is that what it's called? Yeah. And a little bit of that for the stretch material. I can understand some of that. A blend, but if it has to be, let's keep it under 10% on that. But yeah.
I know there's another material. I recently bought a shirt before my last trip to Japan. Actually, I guess it wasn't that recent. It was made out of nylon.
Oh, okay.
And it was very unusual to have a shirt made out of nylon. It felt kind of like wearing a parachute. It felt like wearing nothing almost.
Was it it wasn't an athletic shirt. It was
No, it looked like a standard. Well, it looked like more of a casual sports shirt.
Did it have Hawaiian flowers on it?
No.
All right,
No, it was long sleeve.
Yeah, don't do those.
Yeah, no. I don't know if I'd wear it to
There's
work.
one man.
Yeah.
There's one man that can get away with the Hawaiian shirt, and that is Waco. So because somehow he makes it work, but I'm not a fan of those. Yeah.
I had never owned a nylon shirt before, but it was very helpful in a super hot, humid climate like Japan in August.
Well, I recommend linen.
Linen, yeah.
Linen, yeah.
Yeah, actually, we have a linen shirt here. So if you're going to like Florida or you live in Florida, and you want to expand your shirts for that climate, linen looks nice. It looks classic.
Yep.
It's never going to be completely smooth. That's part of the properties of the fabric. You're not expecting it to be completely smooth.
Yep.
It's kind of a naturally wrinkly.
I say
material.
with linen, embrace the wrinkling.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah.
Embrace
a beautiful brand that I'll end up wearing on the show. Howard's Paris. I have a linen shirt collection from Howard's Paris. Brilliant, and they're no longer using that title. It's Frederic Costa, and I am eventually going to be buying probably a couple of odd jackets and blazers from Frederic Costa. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful brand. Yeah, another Parisian brand. Yeah,
Excellent.
Italian roots.
Yeah. Linen's great for hot weather.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And I even went so far as to take my linen shirts I bought from Howard's, Frederic Costa, and I actually had our friend the tailor turn the cuffs into French cuffs.
French cuff.
Yes.
I have never seen a French cuff linen shirt.
Yes, and no one else has either. And he did an okay job. He could only do what I asked him to do, and it was actually he did a very good job. You know, it doesn't look
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
but I really like the way it looks. I really, for my own personal style and taste, because I'm a huge fan of the French cuffs. Yeah.
Someday we're gonna have our own shirt company and we'll make French cuff linen
We're talking
shirts.
about that. Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I even have the name of the company, but you're not going to want to go for it. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay. Maybe after we finish this bottle, we can
Perhaps, yes.
propose the name.
Yes.
So a lot of people are just starting out. They're trying to increase their shirt collection. What would be the first 3 shirts you recommend somebody buy, like as far as like the material, color, and color?
Oh. Boardroom has to be white and a light blue.
White and light blue.
Yeah. Standard colors. But I would stick with, and when I say standard colors, I'm always referring, because like I said in the last episode, I don't know about the names of all these collars, the cutaway, the spread. I go with the house collar from the...
Like the point color or the white, the spread color.
Yeah, I go, for be precise, go with the standard collar that the shirt maker that I fall in love with uses, and I don't start getting into messing with the... I do have my shirts customized, but I rarely mess with the collars, and picking out the collars. But yeah, I would say you cannot go wrong, obviously, with a white shirt, but a light blue shirt or maybe a medium blue, but I would not get adventurous. So things like, I will be honest, things like a light pink can look brilliant, especially if you have darker skin, like Josh and I have darker skin. Or even darker than ours, light pinks, even light lavenders, believe it or not. You get into the darker lavenders and the purples and the shirts start to look cheap. And, but yeah, I think those are all safe bets, you know.
I agree with the white and the standard blue, because you can wear those with so many different suit jackets.
Even with the blue, with the light pinstripe on there, I think that's beautiful. Yeah.
I got a light pinstripe on this one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's beautiful. And the thing about that is it gives it a more formal office power suit sort of look. Yeah. With your pinstripe suit. Yeah, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Big Shot. Mr. Big Time.
Okay, that's good. Now, how about your preferred brands? Because that makes a big difference in what the standard color is, what kind of options you have for materials, etc. What would be your preferred brands, not accounting for price?
Not accounting for price.
Not accounting for price, yeah.
It would be the brands I own. So if I would go from the top up, Charvet Place Vendôme, unbelievable what Charvet does. It's the only shirt maker that I know of that is not English that has a royal warrant. So Charvet, Place Vendôme, Paris, unbelievably beautiful. They have something called the Charvet Wall of Whites, where they have 800 whites to choose from. You don't go to Charvet and say you want a white shirt. No, 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 no. Sure, pick your white shirt. Well, isn't white just white? What? What do you want? Glue? What do you new? No, there's no such thing. Just pick one of these 800s. You have 12 minutes.
Yeah.
But so Charvet is what I would say is my top pick if you can afford it, and But and every now and again, if you're actually really, really shopping, you can shop around and you're patient. You can find sometimes slight discounts on Bergdorf Goodman and Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue. Yeah.
How about we're huge fans of Eaton too, right?
Eaton, yes, but Eaton, I would put Eaton slightly below because I left it out here. Turnbull and Asser, Turnbull and Asser, London, and beautiful, beautiful shirts. In the past couple of years, their prices have really gone up. You're looking at $600. $500-600 for a shirt, but it's a shirt that'll basically, if you take care of it, last the rest of your life. Everything about a shirt will wear quicker than obviously even your trousers would, just because the fact that it would get wear and heat and everything from the collars to the cuffs will start to go if you don't take care of them. But Turnbull and Asser, I would think, really look at Turnbull and Asser. Unbelievable history, another Royal Warren company. And then I would go to Eton, but these are just some of my personal favorites. And what I like about Eton is the fact that you can customize almost anything anything. And you can customize anything in their custom section. And
it's true.
It's beautiful what they do. And if you have an ego anything like mine, putting your little details on it, and even on I do my little initials on my cuffs here.
Oh yeah, actually I have. Let me see if I can pull this back in here. Okay, I actually have. One thing I love about them is they have some very beautiful button options.
Oh, yes.
So this one, if you'll show on the camera.
Yes.
This one has a deep navy blue button with this white, very shiny cotton dress shirt.
This is beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, and I just love the way that this option, this kind of contrast, and there's lots of little details too that you can't see unless you unbutton it. There's these contrasting colors.
But it's subtle. You have a lot of these other dress shirts that they'll have all of these details inside the collar and inside the button lining, and it's not very elegant. It's not very sophisticated. Eton, for the most part, seems to keep it really mild and subtle, and I do like that. And you can find Eton shirts on sale at all of those three companies that I mentioned, even Nordstrom's, and but the good stuff's on their website. It really, really is. A lot of the stuff that ends up going to the department stores, it's fine, but it's you can just look through their website, be patient, find out your exact size, and you can fiddle with the size. And what I like about even though they're not made in Sweden, a Swedish brand, they aren't made in Sweden, but
they're made in Europe.
Yeah. One of the things about Eton that I really love is right out of the box, the fit is almost perfect for me.
It is,
and it is because they fit larger. 36 length arms is 36. Yeah, and it's it's accurate.
On the sleeves.
It's accurate. Yes.
Yeah. Now, if you're going for more of the East Coast preppy style, I like J-press shirts. I think they're really, really well made. They also have different fits. If you're a larger person, their classic fit is very comfortable. They also use premium material. Most of their shirts are made in the U.S. or Canada. And I used to be a huge fan of Brooks Brothers, but I might be becoming a fan again. They had a lot of their shirts made on the East Coast, and then after the acquisition, they shipped all the production to overseas. It didn't seem to have quite the same level of quality, but recently they brought back their button-down collars, their OCBDs, to the be made in the USA. So I may have to give them another try.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. You have quite the collection looming.
That's right. So how about affordable brands? So we've been talking about pricier options. What if you're on a budget but you want to look nice?
Well, I've been through this, and I actually had pretty good luck. I would say there's two specific brands that I think were actually, for the price, for the money, it's unbelievable. I mean, and I'm even pressing some of our friends right now to even start off on this specific shirt shirt journey. Hawes and Curtis. Hawes and Curtis.
Great brand.
Yeah, for the price and for what you can get, and they, the problem with those for me is, it's not the highest quality. It's not the most elegant, but I found the shirts to be resilient, looked really, really good, and if you under a jacket, the little slight little, this and that, usually is concealed. And but no, Hawes and Curtis, I think it's great. Charles Tyrwhitt, I had really good luck with him as well. And the fit, I had to fiddle around to get my sizing right, but no. My problem with a lot of those shirt brands is I like a tapered sleeve, and the sleeves were just too big and bulky, and if like on my Lorenzo Cifanelli jacket here, these sleeves are very, very tailored. And to have a shirt like that underneath it just would not work. So but no, for your standard getting started, those are brilliant options. They really are, and you cannot beat the price. You really can't.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Very good. So we talked a lot about different shirts, different options, different brands, different material. How do you, what about what you wear under the shirt? Some people either need to or desire to wear an undershirt.
Why would they need to?
Well, it could be different reasons.
I know what the reasons that have been suggested. Some of us our body chemistry is different than others, but
they may be afraid to stain their shirt. But let's say that you have to wear an undershirt, for example. What kind of undershirt should you be going for if you have to? You shouldn't, is what he's going to say.
If you feel the need to wear an undershirt, a deep V-neck, you do not want any trace of that shirt showing if you are not wearing a tie and you choose to go 2 buttons open, which is it can actually be a very elegant look, if it's done properly, in a more casual environment once you're out of the boardroom. And a deep V-neck, beautiful white t-shirt, not too thick, I believe, because if it's too thick and the material's too thick on the t-shirt, it'll show through your dress shirt. But things like that King Twill I was talking about, you can get away with a thicker, but a deep V-neck,
So moral of the story is if you feel like you need to wear an undershirt, make sure it's a deep V-neck if you're going to keep the buttons up, because you don't want it to be visible.
Yeah, exactly.
And also make sure it doesn't show through the shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But there's another trick to this. Don't wear a t-shirt under a dress shirt for any reason. I don't understand it. North Americans love it. I never got it. But what do I know? I think I dated her. Why don't you go ahead?
Excellent. Our next topic. I know I mentioned we discussed this previously and we ended up skipping it, but we're going to talk about it today. And that is competitive interviews. So what is a competitive interview is probably a question you might be wondering. It's a little bit different from your standard interview. It's maybe a term that I personally made up, but for me what it is when you're interviewing for a very high stakes role, and by high stakes I mean it's either very high paying or has very high visibility, and you are competing against multiple extremely qualified candidates. That's when I elevate the techniques that you need to use to get the role from just your standard interview best practices to what I refer to as competitive interviewing best practices.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what's the number one thing you need in a competitive interviewing situation? It's information. Information is crucial to putting yourself in the spot above the people you're competing against. One technique that I like to use is trying to befriend, or at least be very cordial with, my recruiter. The recruiter, a lot of people like to just think of the recruiter as a person in the process, someone maybe in their way of getting the job. But I like
a tool, but you're using, but a useful tool in this case.
In this case, yeah, the recruiter can actually be your best friend.
Okay.
So do not underestimate the value of a good recruiter and a good relationship with the recruiter. The recruiter represents the company, not you. However, if you can get them to want to vouch for you, you can get things from them. So one thing you might try doing is asking the recruiter who will be interviewing you, because then you can look that person up on LinkedIn. You can find out what their experiences are. You can learn about what kind of projects they've worked on in the past. You can learn a lot about somebody just by browsing their LinkedIn profile, usually.
And this is just to make a closer connection with them personally.
You want to learn about them so that way you can connect with that person during the interview. Okay. Exactly, yeah. Okay. So if the recruiter can tell you who's going to be interviewing you, that information can be vital. Another question that you shouldn't hesitate to ask, the recruiter may not help you, but you should at least try. Ask what kind of questions that you should expect to be asked. Oftentimes, the recruiter can give you a general idea of what kind of questions. In the past, when I've had a really good relationship with my recruiter, I've received the entire list of questions that are going to be asked. And that can make all the difference.
Was it accurate?
It was accurate, 100% accurate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took that list of questions, I plotted out my answer for each one, and I practiced them.
Now, did you get a list of questions? Did you ask for it specifically, or did you hint around it?
I kind of hinted around it. I didn't explicitly ask, give me the exact questions that are going to be asked. That might be rude or maybe seen as dishonest.
Yeah.
You don't want to like. But if it's I think it's perfectly acceptable.
Well, so is this the same story you told me about the one recruiter who you found out personal information about him, like his address, and you said if you didn't get the job and he tried to get cute?
No. That
did not happen.
That didn't happen. No.
But just in case he tried to get cute, So yeah.
I think it's perfectly acceptable to ask what kind of questions you should prepare for, because honestly, the interview process it's a two-way street. The team hiring wants to learn something about you, and you want to learn something about the team that's has the open role. And if you have the expectation of what you should prepare ahead of time, then you can better communicate, because you usually have a very short period of time. A lot of interviews are 1 hour rounds. You may have multiple rounds, but if you only have 1 hour with your interviewer and you haven't prepared the questions they're going to be asking, then it's mostly just wasting everyone's time. Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
But even before you get to the interview, there's a lot of things you can do to help yourself be more competitive. And the number one thing before you get to the interview is personal branding. You want to establish a personal brand for yourself. You want to make sure your LinkedIn profile is tailored to tell the story that you want to tell about your capabilities, about your skill sets. You want to maybe even make a professional website that highlights your work, what you do, have a blog, etc. You want to make sure you have a compelling narrative about your professional capabilities. And that's something you have to do well in advance. Oftentimes, if you put a link to your website, your LinkedIn profile on the resume, in a very competitive scenario, the team will go through and actually look at those links, because they're trying to narrow down, usually from multiple highly qualified candidates, which ones stand out. So you want to make sure that you have something on those online presence, have a good online presence that helps you stand out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant stuff.
Yeah. Another thing, this is where having a good friend like my friend here is very important. Networking. Yeah. You want to network. And this is something you want to do well before you actually get to the part where you're applying for a role. You want to see if there's any social clubs you can join, if there's any work-related clubs or projects that you can participate in to help get you familiar with the team that you want to be on eventually. So there's a a team I want to be on at work, and I started a year in advance trying to join some social events that team hosted and get familiar with many of the team members. That's a very good tactic because once they recognize you and they start to feel comfortable around you, then you automatically have the leg up during the interview session.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to do that months in advance though. You can't wait till you apply and then start trying to like build connections. You got to build those connections in advance. So you have to plan for the long game.
Did it work out positively?
Yeah.
It really did?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Plan for the long game.
Okay.
And oftentimes you don't know what team you want to be on until you see the role open. You give it your best shot. You don't make it. Don't give up at that point. If you don't make it on your first shot, but you really love the team and you like the work that they do, what you should do is take that as an opportunity to realize that that's something you want to go into and start building those connections. Start friending people on LinkedIn if they work for the company you currently work at because you're just going for promotion. Try to see if you can join some work clubs, etc. There's a lot of things you can do to try to build those relationships.
Okay.
And finally, practice. One of the things I hate to do, but you should practice. If you have questions you think you'll be asked, practice answering them. Record yourself, watch your responses, try to be critical, look at what you've done right, what you've done wrong. You only get one opportunity inside that interview room to express what you're capable of. You don't want to mess up, not because you couldn't do the job, but because you didn't practice. So make sure that you are practicing rigorously and as if you were performing a concert. Make sure that you are practicing.
Okay.
Anticipate the questions, practice answering them, record yourself, etc. And another good thing is to practice public speaking, actually.
Okay.
Because a lot of skills that you use in an interview, they're similar to what you would use if you're just speaking in a public scenario generally.
Well, just to quickly interject about public
Yeah.
speaking, I used to be, when I was young, I was terrified of publicly speaking until I started to reach a certain age where I realized, and I had a totally new outlook on it, that all of the listeners were forced to listen to what I had to say, and there was nothing they could do about it.
Yeah.
And that attitude, when my mentality morphed into that, and I almost put myself in this power position.
Yeah.
Like, you have to listen to what I have to say.
Yeah.
And I grew strength and power out of that. Yeah.
But it's also a responsibility, though. You don't want to be too boring. And that also applies in interviews. When you're answering questions, don't be boring. You know, try to add some enthusiasm to your responses. Practice public speaking. It also helps with relationships. Yeah. If you're good at talking to people generally, it can help you if you're dating or whatever you're doing. It can help you with your personal relationships.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some other ways to practice, just real quick, you could join a Toastmasters club if you want to get more exposure to public speaking. That's basically all they do. All they do is practice public speaking. You can volunteer at work on your current team, ask if you can do some skill sharing sessions, give a speech for your org, etc. on some new technology or new thing you've learned recently. You can do what we're doing. You can make a YouTube channel and practice speaking to the camera. Mm-hmm. Is that why we're doing this show?
Yeah.
No. But for more interview process techniques, we have other episodes that talk, give some more tips. Episode 1 of the sartorial boardroom, we actually talked about general interview techniques. So make sure you watch episode 1. Mm-hmm. There's some good techniques in that episode. And then in episode 3, we talked about performance review. That's not directly related to interviewing, but the content in there about the STAR method is applicable to interviewing. So make sure you watch episode 3 and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel because we will have more tips and tricks, things that I've learned through many years of working, and we'll also, of course, make sure that you look great for your interview.
Well, at the very least, we'll have tricks.
We'll have tricks.
Yeah.
Trick number 1, make sure you wear a very nice, neatly pressed dress shirt. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, fun story time. Have you ever torn a dress shirt?
Oh, yes.
You have?
Several.
How have you torn a dress shirt?
Well, showing off.
Showing off.
Showing off, yes. Rolling the sleeves up, deciding to engage in anything from, believe it or not, arm wrestling to wrestling, going over boxing techniques in the car park and everything. But I was lucky. I only tore my dress shirt at the seams to a point where I could actually repair it myself.
Oh, really?
Kinda. Now, did I repair it properly and mend it properly? No, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the sign of a good dress shirt, when it tears at the seams and not the material.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, but it was mostly from like extending my arms and things,
Yeah.
in a way that for a properly tailored dress shirt is not suitable.
I've never torn a dress shirt, but I have torn a pair of trousers.
Oh well,
That was incredibly
I've
embarrassing.
stretched those.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
I hope you've learned a lot about dress
And
shirts.
I'm a terrible arm wrestler, by the way. So terrible arm wrestler.
I'm actually really good at it.
Are you really?
I am. Arm wrestling is I'm very good at
Well,
it.
we have to do that one time.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
we have
do
to
it one time.
Yes.
Should we do it for the audience?
No.
No? You afraid I'm going to win?
Yes, and I'm going to make stupid faces too. Yeah, but I haven't arm wrestled in 10 years.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that.
There's a trick to it, right?
No, there is a trick to it. Yeah.
I know all the tricks, yeah.
Okay,
You gotta get leverage.
You got to get the leverage. You got to leverage right off the bat too.
Yeah.
And arm wrestling isn't always necessarily a sign of greater strength. It's technique, and
technique.
It's not really my sport. And is it a sport? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
A lot of decisions have been decided by arm wrestling.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, make sure that you stay subscribed to this channel, because we have some fascinating topics coming up. In our next episode, we are going to talk about my friend's favorite subject, maybe, dress shoes.
Oh, it's one of them. Yeah.
You have the most profound, elegant collection of dress shoes that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, you were too kind. Thank you.
So that'll be fascinating. We'll actually have the camera up, and we'll show off some of the shoes and styles that you should be looking for.
We'll find a way to continually display them too.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
gonna
find
be,
something.
That's going to be challenging. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're also going to talk about one of my favorite topics in the next episode: compensation negotiations. That's the important one. That's how you make the money. You get good at negotiating your compensation. Then you can afford to wear these kind of suits.
Oh, always about the bunts with him. Always about it. A little bit of,
Yeah. Excellent.
All right.
One last thing. I almost forgot. Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. I have started posting outfit ideas, and I'm tagging companies where you can go to find these outfits. So make sure you follow us on Instagram. We'll have a whole bunch of content there where you can learn more about different ways to put together outfits, and you can elevate your style.
Elevate your style indeed. So, Joshua.
Yes.
Let's finish up with this. What are you wearing today?
Oh, I almost forgot.
Yes.
What am I wearing today? That's an important part. This is a Ralph Lauren suit. I don't have too much by them, but this was I was craving the classic pinstripe, so I picked up a Ralph Lauren navy blue pinstripe suit. And I am wearing an Eton dress shirt.
Okay.
I love this color. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got these nice blue buttons. I love this shirt a lot. It's great. And this is a Joseph A. Bank tie. Oh yeah, another Joseph A. Bank tie. I guess I've got a few of those.
From their glory years, though.
From their glory years,
they were
yeah.
Not so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my shoes, I'm wearing, these are Allen Edmonds again. These are a chili color, and we'll try to find a picture of these to put online. I forget the name of the model, but they're a nice cap toe style.
Beautiful.
In a chili color.
Those look good.
Yeah. And then pocket square. Rampley and Company. I'm trying to remember what this is. Is this I'm trying to remember the name of the square, but this is in Venice, which is one of my favorite cities in the world. So I just had to pick this up when I saw they had a painting of Venice. This is from Rampley and Company, and it's a beautiful piece, a beautiful pocket square, and a really lovely historical city. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And the timepiece today is a Orient in this vibrant red open heart dial.
A mesh bracelet?
And yeah, the thing about this Orient, this isn't one of their premier models, so it came with the hollow end links. So I changed out the bracelet to this nice mesh
Okay.
bracelet. I love the dial, so I had to get this Orient because it's a nice vibrant red. And I just changed out the bracelet.
That looks nice.
Maybe we should post a link on where I find bracelets.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll try to post that in the description.
Yeah. No, it's good.
And how about you?
Okay. Oh, I am wearing another Lorenzo Cifanelli double-breasted jacket here. I love this. Doesn't get enough wear. It's one of those jackets of mine that fits, but just. It's not Lorenzo Cifanelli's fault. It's my fault. But yeah. Trousers today are Pini Parma. I have a few pairs of Pini Parma trousers. I like these. They're, slightly a little tapered for my taste, but that was because I didn't order the right size.
Oh, no.
There were eggs on that. So shoes today. These are a brand that I simply adore. It's a relatively young brand, Couloncourt Paris, and you have the owner and the founder, Alexis Lefort, who founded, I believe, in 2008, Couloncourt Paris. He is a descendant of General Couloncourt, Armand de Couloncourt, who was an advisor and general to Napoleon.
Wow.
Yes.
I love the style of those.
Yeah, I really love these, and these are called the Rivas. Yes, and
the shine on that is great too.
Oh, I didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
No,
okay.
I didn't do that. Yeah, I can't shine a shoe to save my life.
Oh no.
And so I really do love these Rivas, and Couloncourt. That's a really great brand. You should check it out. And the prices aren't astronomical. They're reasonable for what you get for a beautiful. I believe they're Blake stitched, but very elegant, very sleek, very French.
Yeah.
And that is my style for the dress shoes, and I really, really love it. And pocket square today is we have another. Let me try to do this without looking too much like a boob. All right, another. Is it? What is that, right? Yeah. Saint George and the Dragon, but this is the Peter Paul Rubens representation of it. And yeah, I love this one. I love the vibrant colors. You have the princess, and she represents the church and the purity of the church. You have the darkness of the dragon and the lightness of the princess, a representation of good and evil. And yeah.
It's a great art piece there.
Yeah, I love it. And today, the timepiece, I'm going for a stainless steel option today. And this is my Bulgari Diagonal. And this is the Pro Aqua. Stainless steel. This is basically my everyday piece, and I love this watch. It's Bulgari. These old Bulgari watches from the 2000s. They're, they won't break the bank. But they're rugged. Yes, I love it. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a great watch.
Thank you. And what I really love about these specific Bulgaris from the 2000s, I love the bracelets. They're the most original bracelets, and I love it. Yeah.
Did you mention your shirt and tie?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So the shirt today is another Eton custom. I made the mistake of ordering this long time ago.
Mistake?
Yeah. Well, I ordered it in their extra slim.
Oh.
I'm not extra slim.
Not yet.
I've never been extra slim. But so with the double-breasted, it works perfectly because everything is, it's hiding away. And yes. Exactly. And the tie today, this is a Zinnia tie. Excellent. And another tie that doesn't get enough wear, but,
It's a great looking tie.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
My dear fellow. Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, another beautiful day. We'll see you in the next episode.
You would say it's been a beautiful day?
Oh, yeah. It's great outside. Yeah.
All right.
Not too hot.
If you say so.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.